Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It is a beautiful day here in the Appalachian Mountains of Tennessee, and it's sunny and it's 78 degrees outside. This is record breaking temperatures for my area. This time last week it was very cold, and then this week it is very unseasonably warm. So I'll take the warm weather whenever I can get it. And I wanted to just kind of take you on a tour today. It's been a while since I've just shown you what's blooming. And as you can see, I'm not using my kitchen table to eat on anymore, at least for the next few months. So, wow, it seems like everything came into bloom all at one time. So here is my update on my white Thanksgiving cactus. Look at the beautiful blooms on this Thanksgiving cactus. Didn't bloom all that much around Thanksgiving, so it's making up for it now. My little white fowl, this is my tester fowl. I found out the name of this one is Blonde Beauty. She is in full bloom. Love the bloom on this white fowl. And here's Cool Breeze. I'm just going to kind of walk you all through. Here's that little white mini that I thought was not going to make it until I put it into some moss. And look at the pretty bloom on this one. Love that one. Here's my Baldwin's kaleidoscope that is growing in moss. Pretty bloom on this one. Back here is my DTPS Brothers Caribe. Large buds on this one. This one on the bottom here reminds me of a tulip before it blooms. Let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. Yes, I love the buds on this one. The blooms on this one are so big. And here's Foul Legato. Oh my goodness. What a captivating orchid. I'm just going to step right here and just kind of pause it for just a second so you all can soak up the beauty of this beautiful, beautiful fowl. And behind Foul Legato is Foul Marianne. This is a salmon pink colored bloom with a red lip. Just absolutely beautiful. I've had this one for years. This one blooms beautifully for me every year, and the spike is always just so beautiful and elegant. So I'm getting a few more blooms on that one, and she is spiking again as well. So she's a very good bloom producer. And look who is still blooming. And look at the two buds on the end of this spike. Beautiful, beautiful blooms on this one. Some people have asked me, how do I find the names to these? A lot of times my subscribers are just kind enough to let me know what they are. Also, sometimes you can get on the website to the company that you bought the orchid from, and sometimes they'll have those for you. If not, you pretty much call them no ID, or you try to find someone who knows what that is for you. But it is kind of nice to have the name, but if it doesn't have the name, I just give it my own name. Such as this pretty little no ID den that I named April's Hope. She has been in bloom for months and months, and I said that she would be in bloom until spring, and she has done exactly what I told her to do. This is just a charming little dendrobium. Behind this, we've got Buddy, my pretty little purple fowl. And as you see, the buds are forming a little bit more every single day. This is a pretty fowl. It has some Fowl equestris in it. I have seen pictures of Fowl equestris, and this definitely has the parentage of that fowl. It's a beautiful little fowl. And here are my Cattleya buds. getting ready to bloom. I did bring this inside yesterday because it got up to 83 back on the orchid porch, the orchid room. And I didn't want for it to fry these blooms before they even got started. What happens sometimes is when you have a really warm, a warmer than usual period of weather, and they go through that intense temperature change, you can get bud blast. This den right over here, as you see, I brought it in as well. The reason is because last year right here, I had a whole spike of blooms that blasted. Same thing over here. This one was due to too warm temperatures. This was too cold over here. And I don't like to lose any spikes. I don't like to lose any buds. So I learned my lesson. I brought it into a cooler place for it to continue to grow this spike. So I did the same over here. We were just not expecting this warm weather. Not complaining about it, not at all. It's just I didn't want for these buds to blast. I may have cried, so we don't want to do that. And here is my beautiful Burana Jade Fantasy number 9. This spike is blooming. As you see, the old spike that's in the background, it is turning yellow. Dendrobium spikes do not rebloom. They just turn yellow all the way to the base, and I'll let that just go ahead and turn yellow before I remove it. And here are the new buds and blooms on this one. This one right here looks very unusual. I don't know what this one's going to do. That will be interesting to watch. And while we're still inside, I thought I would go ahead and show you my red Thanksgiving cactus. As you remember, it just didn't bloom very much. I thought I had done something wrong. No, I don't think so. I think it just decided to bloom at the end of February and March. Beautiful buds on that one. Here are my pink blooms. Well, pink buds that are getting ready to bloom out. This one, the color of the bloom of this one is absolutely beautiful. I love it when this one blooms. So I can't wait to share with you all this when this one blooms. But look at all these buds. Oh my goodness. This is so funny. And Foul Hilo Pink, all of the blooms bloomed out. I'm so happy to report. No bud blast on this one. All of the blooms are just perfectly pink. I love this fowl. And here we are back in the orchid room, and this is what it looks like outside on February 21st. It's 81 degrees, and it's 80 degrees in here. This is the first time I can ever remember these types of temps at the end of February. But like I said, I will take the warm temperatures. I'm just so happy to see a pretty warm day. Now here's my Baldwin's kaleidoscope that is growing in bark. My husband bought this for me for my birthday, and it was absolutely a beautiful plant. Look at this spike that has been growing. Oh, I love the sound of those wind chimes. So I'm going to have a beautiful spike of flowers on this orchid. And I wanted you to check out the root growth on this foul pink twilight. Wow, this foul has been just amazing, the amount of root growth I've had. So, wow, when this one reblooms, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Also, the amount of root growth I've had on this little miniature has been impressive. It has continued to grow throughout the winter. The roots are just filling up this little pot. I'm probably going to have to repot it here pretty soon. I just bought this back in August, and I thought, well, you know, this will last for about a year. I don't think so. I think I'm going to need to repot that one back in a larger pot. That's just absolutely fine. And this is what this day looks like. What a beautiful, beautiful day. The vandas are just growing. They're back here enjoying this warm weather, I'm sure. So I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on. This beautiful weather that we're having, I'm very grateful for that. And I hope you all are just having a wonderful day and be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. And we'll talk to you next time.